Got a cold day today. Got the jacket on. The lovely sister, Malka, she made me this crown. It's made out of a willow tree. Shalom, sister. I was just telling them that you made this crown for me. I love it. Still love it. Hold on, let me show you. Still wearing it. It dried out a little bit, but it's still good. Yep. Yeah, it does. Shabbat Shalom, brother unifier and beloved family worldwide. What the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a spot with some decent internet. I don't want to keep walking into dead zones. So I'll start in a bit. A lot of crazy stuff's been happening in like the news and stuff, but again, that's not really my focus. That shouldn't. I'm not gonna tell people what to do and what to focus on, but I don't feel that it's necessary to focus on that because I don't know. It's just more important to work on ourselves right now. So, yeah, a lot of their war and stuff going on, and of course, it's going across the Pacific Ocean. Hey there, peace, love. Thank you for stopping by, sister. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with that stuff. I kind of been just cooling and kind of, you know, doing what I'm about to share with you guys today. You know, I'm going to share with you guys some of what I believe the Most High has blessed me with as far as my daily walk. And I hope that you guys will find it to be of use to you. So I'll start in about one more minute. I'm working on myself. That's a beautiful thing, sister. I am too. Other people are too. You know, more and more people are, you know, reaching out to me, and it's just so humbling because I'm just like, man, I have my own issues, but it's not about that, you know. Look at this rock, man. Like, they have a lot of these really weirdly shaped rocks all around this area, and I really wanted to record in a golf course, but you know, all those red people, they kept staring at me, pretty much saying, what the hell are you doing here? Which I understand, I'm not supposed to be there, but you know, they weren't gonna let me slide, so I had to dip. And so it's okay, we still got this part. But yeah, the Most High has definitely allowed me to grow, especially ever since, you know, I was, you know, asked to baptize that sister, as well as her daughter, and as well as my little sister. You know, since then, I learned so much about myself. It's so weird. But that was an experience that I definitely cherish. And I'm going to share some of what the Most High has showed me. Okay. Let me see. What do you say? Yes, it's time to reconnect to our true self and work on the personal relationship with the Most High. It truly is. And upon like studying a lot of this stuff, I'm realizing how much work it truly is. And how much he appreciates those who understand how much work it is, right? It takes a lot of diligence. It takes a lot of willpower, right? And upon reading this, I'm like, damn, like I have so much more to grow, so much more to learn. So it's a humbling experience for me. But we're gonna start, man. Not too many people at the park, which is a great thing. Not the best weather, but it's all good. So, let me acknowledge my friend real quick before we start. You guys know her well. Made the video with her. This is the rock that I use to record a lot of what I do. That's my friend. So she's present. Let me see. True, our walk with the Most High is one established out of peace. Indeed, indeed. And peace is such a beautiful thing. You know, it's about letting go. Right? So we're gonna start, man. I keep saying that, but let's get it out. Now this is from the Book of Remembrance of Haggai. And this is at the beginning part. This is what the dude wrote. He said, the Erkadeshoi are angels and are viewed as being members of the holy communities of those who revere his name among mankind. They are also considered members of the religion of Shabuah and the personal religion of all those who love the Father. And they are interacted with daily by the righteous. So we're actually supposed to interact with them daily. You see, this walk, it's not, let me see. It's not easy, but it's simple, right? That's what our walk is. It's hard, but it's simple, right? It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of determination and will. So yeah, we're supposed to have a relationship with the Most High, with the angels, and it's supposed to be a daily thing. We're supposed to interact with them daily. We're supposed to learn from them daily. You know, this is beautiful. So for example, you know, you can interact with this, get your bag of cornmeal, you know, I don't know, maybe ask the element if you can learn anything from it. Ask for its advice, you know. I guess that would be an example of learning from it or interacting with it. Pray for it. This looks really nice. This whole area looks nice. They must be doing something over there. Let me see. It's so funny, but makes so much sense to me now. Now to me. I've been collecting rock shells, plants, and things from the seaside all my life. It does make sense, especially when you read a lot of what is in these books. A lot of things that you did start to make sense, right? Like, for example, the first holy watcher of the Burial of Fire, you have to sing a love song in order to truly repent from your sins. And anytime, like, I would be down, I would always listen to R&B music, right? But I wasn't thinking about girls or anything when I was listening to it. I was just, I don't know. I just felt like doing it. But when I read that, I was like, oh, so that's why I was doing it. It's so freaky. But yeah, that's just one example. Okay. It is held that they can be both spoken to and speak to us in the feelings of our heart. It would be well to memorize this list, or at least become very familiar with it. So it says, this worldview is essential for the safety and provision of the righteous during the tribulation times. So we must be able to speak with the Erkadeshoi. Really? R&B? Yeah, because a lot of stuff has a lot of like the connotation of love or being in love and stuff, things of that sort. And I had no real reason to be listening to it like that, but I like the concept. And I just did it. I don't know. I'm kind of following this rivulet. seeing where it goes. Okay, so understanding and having a relationship with the Erkadeshwe, it's very, very important for protection during these last days, these tribulation times. And I've noticed that ever since I started to get closer and closer with them, the more at ease I've started to feel, right? They are our protection. And the only way that you can get recognized by them, I mean, I did a whole live on that, but you pretty much have to be in the same spirit that our first parents were in. That's how you get them to recognize you. I don't know how such a nice rivulet comes from some sewer. What the hell? So now we are in the Book of Remembrance of Haggai, the Book of Remembrance of Enoch, the Essene of Haggai, chapter 13, and we're in verse 62. And Matzah replied, "Now then I say to you, that beginning with the first day of the season of renewal, which you have named Kadeshal, you shall mark the first day of the year. And there shall be 4 seasons, and a season shall have 13 weeks, and a week shall have 7 days. To mark the 7 days of creation." Now, the reason why I'm reading this again is to note regarding the calendar, because the calendar is also a part of the Erkadeshwe. I don't know if people realize this, but the calendar is our protection, just as much as the rest of the Erkadeshwe are our protection. So it's about having the same attitude as our parents. It's about following the division of days as well. It's also very important. Our protection, the Erkadeshwe, yes, they are our protection, right? Now, we could always call on our Messiah to protect us when something arises, but that is like, they are like bug repellent, right? The Messiah dusts off the flies from us, but the Erkadeshwe, they're like the bug repellent, so it keeps the flies off of us, so they don't come on us. So that's what they're used for. And the first day of the year shall fall on the 4th day of the week, because on that day of the week, Yatzaquad and Kawa passed through the oaks of Patash to return to Eden. So when it says for 4th day of the week, it's regarding the Enoch calendar. It's not talking about Wednesday, right? It's not talking about Wednesday. Now understand, that time came because of sin, but time did not come from sin. For it came out of the heart and presence of Enokesed as a loving gift to man. So time is not a burden. Time is a gift. Time is supposed to be cherished, right? Time is supposed to be taken very seriously. You don't waste time, right? You cherish time. And we're going to get into why that is. Time is very important, man. This is why all the natives, they will always keep busy. That's why your grandparents keep busy all the time. Your grandparents keep busy because they're kind of following the ways of their ancestors, whether they know it or not. They're always working, they're always doing something, right? And it came from the covenant that I made with Gabriel. For on that day, I brought the desires of my father. So noisy out here, man. And it came from the covenant that I made with Gabriel. For on that day, I brought the desires of my father to be with his children. And I joined them with the desires of Yatzaquad, to be able to return to be with his father. And thus I established fully the pathway of man back to Enokesed. And time, now listen to this is very important. And time is a measure of the pathway back to Eden. So every second that you spend is an opportunity to get back to Eden. And every piece of time that you waste is a lost opportunity, right? So that's why time is something that needs to be used very, very constructively, right? All right. And because both Yatzaquad and Enokesed were holy and not H-O-L-Y, but W-H-O-L-L-Y. In the temporal world, Time became a living soul in the midst of the temporal world, to be numbered among the Erkadeshwe. And her name is Adaiel. And you shall see to it that she finds her place amongst the Erkadeshwe. So one of the Erkadeshwe is time itself. Time is one of the Erkadeshwe. And do you know how time is measured? It is measured in a very specific way. And if you're on a different clock, you're not using her to get back to the Most High. Do you see why it's so very important to follow the calendar, how it's supposed to be made, or how it was first supposed to be made, right? This is according to the Holy Watcher of Time, the calendar, Adaiel, or however you say it. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Listen, I didn't think about a lot of this stuff. I just copied down these precepts and I was like, let me just say the right things. So that made sense. It just came out of my mouth and made sense. So, so check this out. And Adaiel is a temporal element, like unto all the other Erkadeshwe. For she lives in the light of the sun, and she lives in the heart of Anokesed, and in the others of the Erkadeshwe.